So I think it's safe to say that if you're one of the people that watched Rogue One, which I think many people watching this are, and many people that are tuned into the whole community regarding nerd culture now, all probably went outside this opening weekend, you probably noticed that there was a whole bunch of stuff missing from the trailers. Now, of course, we heard rumors previously that about 40% of the movie was reshot during an extensive 6-week reshoot, which would make a lot of sense considering that a lot of the scenes don't match up with what we saw in the trailers. Now, of course, without pointing out the most obvious thing, obviously the barrel on Scarif that happens, if you pay attention during the trailers, you're going to notice that it's quite different than what we actually see in the final product, leading many to believe that the movie did in fact have a completely different ending. Well, recently, the director of the movie, Gareth Edwards, actually came out and he told us the original ending of the movie. So he in fact reveals that in the original version of the movie, the one that had to be reshot, the rebels actually managed to survive the suicide mission. So he reveals that initially he was very reluctant to do that because he figured Disney wouldn't let him do it. So they were playing around with this, ending that everybody's surviving and everything. The mission goes all well according to plan, but it didn't match up with everything. So Kathleen Kennedy, who is of course the president of Lucasfilm, actually insisted that everybody has to die for it to link up with A New Hope, which is why the characters never really show up, which explains why a lot of the film actually had to be redone to actually take out some crucial scenes that they had in the previous version and to completely replace it with the ending we saw. Now, obviously, a lot of people are going to probably want to see what the extent of these reshoots was and what the original scenes were. And honestly, I don't think we're ever going to see that, sadly. Disney in recent years, pretty much ever since 2010, I would say, has really been gimping on special features on all of their movies. And you pretty much just have to look at the Marvel movies as the prime example of this. They really don't feature a lot. You're lucky if you get 30 minutes of additional special bonus content. And the deleted scenes are usually like 5 to 10, 15 seconds if you're lucky. And it's like, oh, look, Loki winks. And it's like, so we're probably never going to see this, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's one of those things where maybe we get 2 or 3 of these alternate scenes like 2 years away, when they release like the 3D specialer edition. But, overall, I did enjoy the ending of the movie. I think it lines up nicely. So you guys let me know what you thought.